Good evening, folks. Sorry for the late video again, but now I'm kitty sitting for my oldest daughter, and it has been an eventful day. But I did get to see the Indiana Fever trounce the Mystics 84-65 in what can only be described as a great game for the Fever. This is an excellent thing. Okay, they are now officially in the playoffs. Let's look at a few numbers here. Okay, Natasha Howard, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Aaliyah Boston, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Kelsey Mitchell, 10 points, no rebounds, 1 assist. Lexi Hull, 7 points, no rebounds, 2 assists. Odyssey Sims, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists. And off the bench, Ariel Powers, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Shea Petty, 13 points, 2 rebounds, no assists. Damaris Duntis, 9 points, 2 rebounds, no assists. Michaela Timpson, 3 points, no rebounds, no assists. All of these stats will be in there. You'll be able to see what everybody did on both sides of the ledger, okay? It was a great game. The Fever played excellent defense. And that's what they needed to do going into an opposing team's building. And they did it, okay? So now they come back here for one more game. And it'll be a test. It's against the Lynx. It will be at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be on Tuesday, okay, the 9th. So it looks like their first round draw will be either the Atlanta Dream or the Las Vegas Aces. Initially, they had 3 teams up there, the other team being the Phoenix Mercury, but something must have happened to change that dynamic. So it's looking like it's the Dream or the Aces will be who the Fever faces in the first round. And we'll see how far they can take it. Okay. So I just want to touch on a couple of things, all right? Because I had one of our followers write to me, write in a comment that they're starting to not like Kelsey Mitchell. And I know why. There is a group of men who cover the Indiana Fever, okay? And one of them had a picture of Kelsey Mitchell and the quotation right under her face, "We don't need Caitlin." And then the player went on to say that, the content creator went on to say that Kelsey Mitchell basically told the team that they don't need Caitlin Clark to win. That is actually not anything remotely like what Kelsey Mitchell did. What Kelsey Mitchell did was rally her team to win in spite of not having Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark get along fine. In fact, all of the Fever players get along fine, but you won't know that if you follow the 4 idiots that spend their time creating chaos and spreading misinformation and flat out lies. This stuff is flat out defamation. That's really what this is. And you can get away with that on the internet. And I don't think that's okay, quite frankly. I don't. Kelsey Mitchell never said to her team, "We don't need Caitlin." But teams don't just roll over and play dead when they lose their premier player. The Celtics didn't do it when they didn't have Bird. The Lakers didn't do it when they didn't have Magic. And the Bulls didn't do it when they didn't have Michael Jordan. They played as hard as they could without him. Sometimes they won, sometimes they didn't. But teams pull together during times of adversity. Basketball is a team sport. The fact that the Fever are where they are without Caitlin Clark and without Sophie Cunningham and without Sydney Colson is a testament to how tough they are as a team. The guys who comment and make content about the WNBA, I will tell you this now, I have no problem going on camera and saying this, are there to bash the WNBA. They are using Caitlin Clark as a pawn in their game of negativity because honestly, the American public loves this shit. This is how they get their hit rate up. This is how they get their followers, is by creating controversy and literally lying about what people are saying. Kelsey Mitchell never said that. Somehow they took pep talking her team to win without Caitlin Clark and made it into, we don't need Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Mitchell has been a big defender of Caitlin Clark. When all the haters were out there in her first season, Kelsey Mitchell was the first person to say that that would not be tolerated. She was the first person to say she was eager to play with her, play alongside her on the team. But you know what? Kelsey Mitchell has struggled through the worst years with the Indiana Fever. She's working on year number 9 now. Okay? So she is a team leader, just by virtue of the length of time that she has spent with the team. And team leaders step up and rally the troops during times of adversity. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And that doesn't mean she's going against Caitlin Clark. Get that out of your heads. You are being manipulated by the headlines you're seeing on other content creators' pages. Just like the other statement that I saw. Lexi Hull states that the Fever coaching staff sabotaged Caitlin Clark's return. That is also nothing that Lexi Hull said. Not one word of it came out of her mouth. They don't even play what Lexi Hull said. All they do is show you pictures of her as they tell you what she said. Do not buy into all of this, okay? Do not buy into all of this. This is why I see people making comments that Caitlin Clark needs to leave the Fever. No, she actually doesn't. She doesn't. She'll make that determination for herself. She doesn't need a bunch of people like us sitting outside of the clubhouse and watching through the jaded lenses of what we want to see to make career decisions for her. You are not going to see Iowa college basketball in the WNBA. You are going to see Caitlin Clark now playing in the pros. And she will be a dominant force for many years to come in the WNBA. But you also have to know that the only way she's going to be a dominant force for many years to come in the WNBA is if she gets well. And she will be back at the beginning of the 2026 season, ready to go. And you can bet your life she'll find a way to get back in game shape in the offseason, whether she's playing on a 5-on-5 league, whatever it takes. I promise you, the Indiana Fever will make sure that she gets what she needs. She is the franchise. And they know it, even though they don't say it and gush it 24/7. The Celtics didn't do it either with Bird. The Lakers didn't do it with Magic. They didn't have to. Everybody knew it. You actually heard Amber Cox say, whatever Caitlyn needs, we're going to see to it that she gets it. That's all she really needs to say. And as for sabotaging Caitlin Clark's return, benching Caitlin Clark, I assure you of this. No matter what you think of Stephanie White, the hopes were very high this year that there would be a championship in Indiana because Stephanie White was coming here with the knowledge that she had Caitlin Clark to run the floor. There is no upside for Stephanie White and her coaching staff to sabotage Caitlin Clark. It's nonsense. It is nonsense. Do not be manipulated by these guys. I can tell you the name of every single channel. I see them every single day. I used to watch them. It's easy to get sucked in. They are bullshit artists, is what they are. They thrive on negativity because that's what gets responses. When they can get people riled up, their comments go through the roof. Watch it. It's what happens. There's a cause and effect. This is their game, and it is a game. None of them are interested in the WNBA. None of them are really fans of Caitlin Clark either. Not if they're doing this. You're not going to ever convince me these guys have Caitlin Clark's back when what they're trying to do is create division in a team and have the fans turn on them. Because that is not what Caitlin Clark wants you to do either. I will talk to you all tomorrow. We are going to talk about, by the way, one of those 5-on-5 teams tomorrow. Not 3-on-3, not unrivaled, but a possibility for Caitlin Clark to play somewhere in the off-season that is like real full-court basketball where she can work her way into game shape. I'm not saying she's going to do it. I'm just going to talk about what that's all about. I will see you then.